Hello guys, let's do a basic aerodynamics for Rfactor 2. Hopefully it will take only a few minutes, and despite the fact that I am talking, but you will see it's very easy and very fast. So let's start with the conditions for our car, the specifications, which I will obtain by means of some random values at this side. So let's start with the speed reference for the downforce, which let's say something between these values. Okay, 213. We go for the downforce levels. First, we must know the downforce level for the low settings, the low downforce settings, and then we will find for the high downforce settings. Okay. For the low downforce, and let's start by, for example, something bigger. Okay. So now we know our downforce levels. It will be easier if we translate our downforce levels to coefficients. We can use this manual calculator. So first we set speed reference, and now okay, this is the coefficient for the low downforce setting. And this for the high downforce setting. Now, how many available settings? Something between, for example, 425. Oh, very not many settings, only 5. And we continue with the front rear balance, which for the low downforce settings, let's say something like this, pretty balanced. And now for the high downforce, we are downforce grows more than the low downforce. We also can set drag. For example, nice. Now we go to the calculator. Almost 1. I would like to know the percentage for diffuser lift. So we also can say here something between 20%. Also for the body lift and the body drag. 21. Some basic specifications for the rear height. Sorry, this should be, I would like to like this. Front in millimeters, something between 60 millimeters, and for the rear perhaps can go a little bit higher or not. Okay, pretty common. And a wheelbase, something between 2000 and 3000. Okay. Well, this could be actually a Group C prototype or something like this. The downforce will be realistic actually. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter now whether this is realistic or plausible. The important thing is that we can implement this with the tool. So our work starts now. I will set the specifications. Here is meters. Okay, and also we can set some under try points based on this wheelbase. So Now we can start, for example, with the drag. Using this tool, here this axis is coefficient, this axis is wing setting. Only 5 available settings, so our graph should reach this, only this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 settings. Okay, we enable drag. And we start with the body drag. Body drag should be 20% of the low downforce drag. So we set coefficient, and obviously this will be the coefficient. So here it is. Our body drag. And now we must continue adding drag, so we reach this coefficient at low downforce setting. So almost we must reach this number, and we start with these parameters which increase drag for both wings. There we go. So our total drag should be something like that. For the low downforce. For the high downforce, we must reach this value. So this time we cannot add body drag because this is the same for all settings, but we can add drag for wings. Okay, we are almost there, and we also add some exponential drag so that the curve takes this shape. So it should be something like this. Our drag. Okay, now we add the downforce or the negative lift. Let's go with diffuser lift, which is 28% of the total low downforce setting. Okay, so 28% of okay, we can set this value actually. I think perhaps I can copy. Oh yes. There it is. We activate diffuser lift. Well, there it is, but we must remember to set negative sign. There it is, our diffuser lift. And also 21% for the body lift. Which we can also copy directly into this value. And we activate body lift. Once again, I forgot to set negative. We set the range. There it is. Okay, and now we need to add more lift to reach this coefficient. So we use these numbers. First we can activate front and rear wing and total lift to check how it increases. There we go. Okay, probably something like this. And we actually can check our downforce. We are using low downforce setting, and then we check downforce at results section. So it's very close to our goal. We can add a little bit more. For example, well, okay, and now for the high downforce we need this coefficient or this downforce figure, and we use this. We can go a little bit higher, and then we reduce so that we obtain a more realistic shape. Okay, let's check what is our downforce for the maximum setting. Well, it's very close. Still we can add a little bit. Okay, I think that should be nice. Okay, we have our lift, and we still must set correct front rear balance. For the low downforce setting must be 46%. Well, we can remove some graphs. for now. And we check balance. This is our total balance. Balance is normalized to 1, so this will be 50%, 30%. Now it is still very low. This is wings balance, which is very balanced because we use very similar values, but our diffuser balance is very low, and same for the body balance. That's because we need to move forward the center of forces. So you can see when we move the center, total balance also increases. Probably we want body center more advanced than diffuser. Okay. So now our total balance is closer to what we want. This graph is not very precise to see. If we want to know exactly this number, we can do right button in the mouse, plot value, 0, and ordinate. So this is our low downforce balance, which is more likely correct. Let's see, well, a little bit higher perhaps, and our high downforce balance. Okay, this one is probably too high because we need a 39. So these numbers should be lower. We need to decrease this curve. How can we do it? Well, it is not very difficult. We can use these numbers. Since we need more downforce to the rear, we can increase the rear and also we can reduce downforce at the front. Okay, probably this will be good. So, as you can see, wings balance decreases, and as a consequence, total balance also will decrease. However, I will be more accurate for this value, so this time we can increase some downforce at the rear. Probably there it is. and still we can, there it is. Okay, now we have correct balance, and we must check how it is now our total downforce, because in order to achieve the right balance we added too much downforce. So now probably we can start reducing here. This is our goal. You can see this kind of fine tweaking sometimes take a lot of time. Until we achieve what we want. Well, it's almost there. Probably we can a little less here, a little bit more here to obtain the right balance and the right downforce, and same for the high downforce. We need to reduce. So let's go. Certain good approximation. Okay, we obtain the right balance and the right downforce for our high downforce setting. And now probably we can revise drag, because our drag went a little bit higher, because when we add downforce we also add some drag, because there is a little bit of rake, so lift creates some drag, and it is very tiny, but we can see at both low and high downforce we have a little bit too much drag. So well, we just need to reduce a little bit and check what happens, probably here. Okay. Now it's better. And for the high downforce, it's also, now it's lower, so we can increase a little bit on any, for example, here. Oh. 40, okay. Okay. There it is. So this is our drag for the high downforce. Our drag for the low downforce. We can say we achieved what we want: correct balance, correct lift for low downforce, correct lift for high downforce, correct drag. Well, now you can drag the car. You only have to copy these values into the HD view file, but hopefully it shouldn't take longer than 10 or 15 minutes to copy all the numbers. So I really think in less than 1 hour or even half an hour we can have a good aerodynamic for our car in Rfactor 2. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next. Bye.